We're ready. Welcome back, everybody. It is Wednesday, and we have a lot to go over. Earlier in the week, or let's just say earlier in September, we had a sell-off down to 25K, traded sideways for the first week of September before falling lower to just about 24.8. However, the important part, June's lows have been respected. We have held on to that low so far. People got rather bearish on the 11th. Rightfully so. However, since then, it is my great excitement to tell you, Bitcoin has recovered. It has gained a little upside action, and today we're going to look into the chart and we're going to see, is this a real move? Are we expecting lower lows, or maybe do we get a little reprieve from the pain? So let's jump into it, guys. What I need from you, smash the likes and subscribes, join our fam, jump in the Discord, check out the links in the video description below, sign up with our sponsors, Fairdesk and Femex. Great trading platforms, no KYC, and you'll get some sweet bonuses just by using my link. Of course, engage with the live stream, vote in the polls, share the stream, like, subscribe, you know the deal. Let's get into it, guys. I love it. We got over 100 here already, and we're just warming up. We're just getting to the charts here. We're going to start with Bitcoin. There is some other rather spicy charts to look at, such as Bitcoin dominance actually making some interesting moves, as well as a coin we looked at a bit ago, Kaspa. Does look like it's making an attempt back to an all-time high. So without further ado, I froze? I freeze? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Degrade the like button. I like it. Just no sympathy for the like button. Give it all. Give it all. So we could look at the chart here, and we will. Really quick though, let's jump into, let's just take a peek here at what's moving. We do have Kaspa, as I said, up 15%, kind of diverging from the market at the moment. However, the important part, we will look at this chart, is though it has put on some gains, Kaspa's still below, I believe, last month's all-time high of about 51 cents. Breaking that level could lead to further price exploration, and we'll take a look at some targets for Kaspa later in the episode. But I just wanted to kind of point this out. This may be on people's minds. People may be looking at it or requesting it today. We will get to it. Biggest losers, let's go by the week. Looks like ApeCoin inching its way on down to that $1 mark. We'll see what happens. Arbitrum, Gala, ICP, SUI, Synthetics Network, Curve, all down about 10% this week with a bloody crypto week. There was some interesting news stuff off to try to recall off the top of my head, such as Vitalik Burton was SIM swapped, guys. Friendly reminder, SIM swaps are going to happen, especially to people like me, but maybe even you guys out there, depending. The more you're in the spotlight, the more likely it is to happen. Do not trust SMS2FA, two-factor authentication, when it's a text message, to put it in layman's terms. Not a secure way to do things. Get a Google Authenticator or token-based app to generate those codes for you in real time. Do not use SMS, as it does seem even people as big, as important, as in the spotlight as Vitalik Burton are falling victims to this, and there's very little that can be done. Post-hack, you can sue the company, but that doesn't really protect your followers. I think there was losses of about 750K. Pretty big. I'm sure it wasn't intentional. The guy has all the money in the world, but it's kind of sad that he wouldn't have 2FA enabled, is what it is. Be smarter than Vitalik Burton. Download Google Authenticator. That's what I use. Big news. In exactly 1 week, Chirpow. It's been so long, Chirpow. And Gina will join us live for what might be a nothing burger, but it's an FOMC. Let's get hype. We haven't had one in a month. Market really not looking for much here. 96% saying 525 to 550. 4% looking for a bigger interest rate hike. Likely, we could see a mix-up. We could see absolutely market volatility. We could see a spicy day ahead. So tune in exactly 1 week. I believe that's September 20th. I know you'll be there. I don't have to shill too hard. Looking at our economic data, and my filters must have cleared for no apparent reason. I just have the United States here. Why? This site's been acting really weird. Here we go. Core CPI came in slightly above forecast of 2.2% at 0.3%. CPI month over month at forecast at 0.6. CPI year over year 0.1 above. Crude oil inventories, I just don't even know how to read these. I should probably take time and kind of look into that. Looks like actual was higher, yet that's red. I don't know. I just had my oil tank, I just called and had them fill it up. Like, I just made the call today to place the order, and the price was really low. So actually, here's a little alpha outside the crypto realm for our crew, because that's what we do. We provide the life alpha. If you are on oil heat, call your oil people today. Call them. They don't sponsor me. I don't get paid for this. But call them. My cost per gallon was really low compared to the exact same time last year. I had it filled in November. It was up in the $5 realm a gallon. Today it was in the $3s, and I saved about $1,000. So there's your alpha. There's the money in the bank, right in the pocket. Let's jump into the charts. We're going to jump into Bitcoin, and I'm going to do my little compass orientation. As I say, if you're new here, guys, this channel, basically, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I am just sharing with you my analysis and the way I look at a chart, and hopefully you can salvage value from that. Please do not take anything I say as financial advice. I will share my live trades with you as I always do. I don't always win. I do lose money, so use what I say, don't copy what I say. I think that's the best way to put it. That's the best way to put it. Let's jump into some zoomed outness. The month, slightly green. As of this little rally here, a long way to go to make up for August's sell-off. 29.2, we're currently at 26.2. That is about a 10% move to the upside just to get back to where we started last month. I don't really want to look at the month. I just want to do a little perspective. The week, this is where things get a little more interesting. So we are only at Wednesday. We have more than half the week to go. And so it's not excitement time. It's really important how you read into charts. Maybe even more important than even doing the analysis. We have too much time left in this week to start getting excited. However, we have our 200 EMA, exponential moving average, on the week right here in blue, sitting at 25.6. We did see a lower low this week, breaking our range here over the last 5 weeks. But with this little bump, with this little move to the upside, things are starting to look a wee better. A wee better. The minimum price target I would like to see this weekly close at is 25, or let's just call it 26K. I'd like to see that bullish engulf on the week. These have not been super great signals for us over the last few months. I will give you guys that. For instance, right here, August 7th, bullish engulfed, big old dump after. Bullish engulf in May, continued down. Bullish engulf here in March. You have to go all the way back to March to see a bullish engulf weekly actually do anything. It went to a higher high. So these have not been the greatest signals. However, a close lower or even a red close to me is going to be a much stronger bearish signal to the market, even if a bullish engulf doesn't really save us or anything, even if it doesn't push us in the direction that we'd like to go as far as we'd like to go. Bullish divergence remains here on the week. If we get rid of everything else on this chart, we see our low being respected in June. We have not broken it yet. That's still possible. However, while that low is intact, we do have a lower low on RSI, and that is going to paint hidden bullish divergence, which is a great thing to see on the weekly. Absolutely a great thing. That would be a much stronger bullish signal than even the bullish engulfing close. Weekly on Marketcipher B, not so hot. Love Marketcipher, and it's actually been doing a really great job of identifying this trend. Money flow trickling off to zero. It has actually flipped to negative, and our VWAP is coming up with our momentum really not ready to roll over quite yet. So getting some bearish signals on the weekly time frame, but it's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world, because once we zoom into our day, we see a little bit more spice. A little bit more spice. Yesterday's close completely erased the day before's dump. That dump from 25.8 all the way down to 24.9. Yesterday closing just a hair above, breaking our range highs. Now, this can be scary. Even though we have a solid close, it can be scary. Why? Because we have a range low break to a range high break, and almost like clockwork, when we see this, we look for the same pattern. And it has done us pretty well here. If I can ever find anything now. TradingView has really made it difficult to find things. Basically, looking at a triangular pattern, and we identify that from the range break low to the range break high, essentially in one move. So A diamond typically is supposed to be a reversal pattern. I'm not really sure. I guess after this drop, a reversal would be to the upside. I've been struggling with all this sideways price action, right? When you get a pattern that is a reversal, what does that mean? Reversal of sideways? Does it start going to the left? Is it going back in time? I don't know. I don't know. But I would maybe, my biased opinion, maybe looking for a reversal to the upside. But that's definitely our tip-off to a diamond on the day. The bullish engulf there is a great sign. However, today has struggled to break past 26.5, 26.6, yesterday's high. That's going to be a much better signal, obviously, if we continue and see that move back to something very important, which is almost what I wanted to start with. Looking at our daily death cross. Isn't this interesting? We were live Monday. We said the death cross is coming tomorrow. We looked back at 2019 and said, well, last time at this point in a bear market, we saw a death cross and we rallied through it, and that was actually really, really bad. So we said tomorrow we might be looking for a rally, and we got it. It didn't actually do what it did in 2019. We didn't see it blast through, but sitting at about 27.6, we have all of the resistance, just all of the resistance. Even looking back to late August rally, 27.7, those daily closes showing us resistance right there. Virtually everything you could possibly look at on a chart right now is saying 27.6 to 27.7. That's what you need to get over. If you want to continue to the upside, you have to break through this. You have your 50, your 200 day, you have your 20 monthly, your 20 weekly. Everything is right there. This is the only price on the chart that matters to me right now. Moving to the downside, whatever. If we do not see a rally up to that cross, which would surprise me, honestly, it kind of looks like it wants to. Directly below us, we have June's low at 24.8. Probably not going to hold if it's tested. If we do see a breakthrough, 24.3. This is our macro resistance that no one really seems to talk about when we think about support here. We had rejections. We had a bottom. We had a rejection again. We blasted through, and we have not had a back test yet. So back testing 24.3 as support and holding would be an incredibly strong price point to kind of like tag and go. Tag and go. I kind of think we're going to come up to this 200, though. We'll see. What the 50 at least, but how long it will take, we do not know. It's just very par. If you want to see an in-depth kind of roll through of the past golden and death crosses on the day, go back to Monday's stream, time stamped. We did it very in-depth. I'm not going to do it again today. All right. Retracement here. Nothing really great. I guess our 618, 26.8. That's not really much to write about. The daily, God, this is savage with the money flow, lower lows. I mean, maybe it's primed up here. We did have a higher VWAP high, and these momentum lows are coming up, but it's still heavily bearish in my opinion. RSI, I mean, this is our saving grace, I suppose. On the weekly and daily, we do have higher lows on RSI despite lower lows in price, and that's bullish divergence. We'd like to see that play out on the weekly with a bullish engulfing and a continuation maybe into this weekend or maybe early next week. Something like that. I'm almost done. Next thing we're going to do is read the chat, and then we're going to look at some other charts. 12 hour, still in the same condition, really slowly rolling over. RSI on almost every time frame, you see the same thing with your low back there in August. Lows coming up despite price coming down. Let's zoom in really, really low here. So on the hour, I had this open on the start. That same 50 and 200 moving average. These are on the hour, though. We do see a little golden cross here happening on the 1 hour. Pretty irrelevant. I wouldn't trade on that, but just an interesting fact. Directly below us at 25.8. Wouldn't it be crazy, actually, to see price test that in the shorter term? Lower time frames looking okay. You have lower highs mixed with lower highs in RSI. No divergence to be found. The hourly in an uptrend, but it does look for a pullback, and that kind of lines up with a lot of what we were already seeing here. Let's see. Bear with me, chat. Okay. 618 retracement of our local price action. We have our 618 right there at 27 or 26.9. That would not be crazy to see, even as low as the cross itself would not be crazy. Let's see if the lower time frames agree. 30 minutes rolling over, that lines up probably with that move down at least to the weekly line of 26, if not that cross below, only about $300 lower. 15 minute, a little bit of weakness here, but still on the stronger side. I don't hate it. 5 minute all but rolled over, ready. Yeah. That's looking pretty solid. Yeah. If I were to take a trade today, I'd probably be targeting about just under 26K, that weekly line. Really hoping that holds as support. I do not want to see that break. I would like to see that hold up and continue this uptrend here. Let's add just like 2 really local trends so we can get a pretty triangle. I like it. Everybody likes the pretty triangle. All right. Cool. This is kind of what I'm looking for today. That's what I'm looking for today. What do you guys think? Let me pull up the chat here. We've got 344 of the riziest crypto traders, investors, fanatics here, and I love it. Great to have you guys. It isn't that spicy of a day, but still 350-ish of you have joined in. I only see 100-something likes. I would love to get that higher. We got 420 likes last episode, and I was stoked. Maybe we can go for it again. All you got to do, pick up the mouse, put your finger on it, click that little thumbs up. Might as well subscribe while you're at it. 2 clicks, 1 stone, or whatever they say. We have not had a new subscriber today. Not yet. This stream is still fresh, and there's still time for someone to take the crown and take the stream scribe-ginity. It could be you. I believe in you. I believe in you, fam. Let me shout you out. It'll pop up. I'll shout you out. It'll be a great experience from everything, or for everybody. What's going on, Pickle Man, Jonah, Randy, Bro Tip, Monkey, Dr. Crypto, FTX. FTX got lots of Solana. We can talk about FTX. I have some thoughts. I have some ideas that I'm sure you guys are interested in. And the FTX thing is definitely intimidating. But I have some info that is public, not private, that might make you feel a little bit better about it. I'll share that with you in just a little bit. I'm going to get through some of this chat. What was the sell-off on Solana due to? Okay, well, I didn't even look at it because Solana did not register. It didn't show up as like the biggest loser or anything. Let's take a peek. Am I smoking? Am I high, guys? I'm not high. It's still pre and during stream. I'm not high yet. I don't have 420 likes. What is going on? This seems to happen every episode. People are like, this is dumping or that's pumping. And I look at it. Solana hasn't moved at all, guys. What? 0.3% today, 1% yesterday, down 2% the day before. I mean, sure, from July, it's sold off significantly from $32 down to $17. That's about 50% drop. But today it hasn't moved. What are you guys talking about? Sometimes I'm not sure what's going on in people's minds. If you go down to the hour, you could say, oh, 2% down on the hour, but like nothing's happened there. And if anything, this is looking kind of bottoming. Maybe not macro bottoming, but at least like short-term bottoming. Maybe back to like 1920. Something like that. Like on the day, you have your major trend line, though. It does look like it has shifted during the flight. Let me replace that. I don't know how that happened. Pretty close. I mean, if you have a sell-off, you're likely to find support there, and that's right in this range anyway. What am I looking at the wrong chart? We'll go back to it. Let me see. Kang the Conqueror, Magnus Larson. What's up, Mang? MacD Weekly gives some hope. ANO. I get there on a little MacD, a little MacDizzle. Yeah. I like the MacD. I just stopped adding it. Just like got lazy, honestly. There we go. I don't like the lead. I don't like the lines on it. The leading or basis line. We'll take a peek at that as well. Good looks. Let me see. T-Bone's here. Nate's here. BKR3D. See the Ethereum? I do see the Ethereum. But the Ethereum does not see me. We'll take a look at Ethereum after Bitcoin. Well, we already did Bitcoin. After I get through the chat a little bit. Ethereum, chilling. Not a lot of change there either. Bitcoin kind of being the sole actor at the moment. We'll look at Cass as well. Cass is one of the few that actually is making moves outside of the market. John Laukakainen. Sorry, man, I butchered that. Shout out from Finland. Shout out to Finland. And all of our... Is Finland Nordic? I don't know. If it's not, my bad. To all of our Nordic viewers, I just like saying Nordic. It sounds dope. What's up, Magnus Larson? Comment of engagement level 3. This guy has been grinding his comment spells just to be here. Be like Magnus. WT, here we go. Dub T. Dub T. My man. Subscribing. I love it. You the best. You made my day. What's up, M. Lind? Big doinks on a Wednesday. What's doinking? M. Lind. Digital Asset Degen, Daniel Lehman, Matt Ines. Apparently FTX has received court approval to liquidate its crypto assets. So I was reading about that days ago. I didn't think that that was news. Maybe it is news. Maybe something new came out. Let me see. Alif Ahmed, fancy meeting you here, Mr. Crown, on your channel. I know. I'm not always here, though. Incognito patterns can be continuation patterns. That's true. That's true. WT says, Mt. Gox, government, FTX, Binance US dump coming. Sure. Government, here's the thing. That's getting me a little ranty. The US government did say they were going to sell Bitcoin in 4 batches. 4 batches this year. They've only done 1 to my knowledge. We did see some of those Bitcoin move, I think a month or 2 ago, but I didn't ever hear a follow-up sell, and it should be really easy to identify if they did or not. If you guys have any more info, let me know. Shriyash Zoding, GBP USD sell? I'm not sure. I haven't looked at it. Dollar does look to be kind of topping out here a little bit, maybe. Maybe? Little red candle. It's not that weak, man. You see all these bottom wicks, like late August, that bottom wick went all the way below the previous week's low before closing green. I don't know. There's all kinds of bearish div you can identify on these highs. But the dollar, you know, people say crypto is the hardest trading, and crypto is the hardest trading in general, I would say. If there's anything that gets close or is on par, it is the dollar. I'm not going to comment on like GBP, you know, everything else. But like the dollar, the Dixie, this thing moves so freaking weirdly, man. Like, it is so unintuitive. Whenever you think it's going to continue, it stops. Whenever you think it's going to stop, it continues. It's very odd. What's up, Crunk C? Let me see. Who did I miss? Alan Daniel Art, AXTK, Benny Mortisa. How you doing, bro? That guy's fighting scams left and right. I love him. Black Sales. Shout out to Benny. Black Sales. Brendan Agnew. Coinschick is here. How you doing, Coinschick? Good to see you, darling. I'll be in your hood tomorrow. Connor Anderson. Cryptos and Tokens. D2L. Daniel Lehman. Digital Asset News. God. Georgetown Felix. Hadingimanen. Joel Fresno. What's up, Joel? Jonah, my man. Just Playing Crazy. Kick Drum. Crunk C. Lazarus Hand. Lee Cable. MS. M Stone. How you doing, M Stone? It's been a while since you joined us on stream. Good to have you. Michuana. Muhammad Bilal Khan. Good to have you, my friend. NTHL. Randy Greer. S Dog. The Mist. The Pickle. Tillin McPooch. DWTR. Fancy subscriber today. Zabdu, Do, and Monkey. Who did I miss? If I missed you, you got to put something in the chat. Mr. Wolf, how you doing, man? Good to see you. M. Sumanth. What's up? Rick G. Muhammad. FTX receives. Okay, so everyone's looking at this Everyone's looking at this FTX thing. Let me Google quickly. Let me Google this quickly. FTX tools anytime last 24 hours. FTX tweak sale. Okay. Let me look at this really quick. Well, right there, fuck you. This is 2 episodes in a row I said the F word. I apologize, guys. We don't usually swear. Nah, this is a justified one. Fuck you, FTX. Doesn't want markets to be warned. So FTX wants to just dump on markets. Like they don't want to do like what literally I think everyone in that situation would do is warn markets. FTX Exchange has made its proposal to sell billions of crypto assets seeks to concerns. U.S. trustee. FTX still would not have to issue public advance stupid of transactions and their market moving implications. Why isn't that like market manipulation at its like highest caliber? I don't know. As the prospect of the crypto players selling off as much as 100 million assets per week has already chilled crypto prices. Fair enough. U.S. trustee objected to FTX's plan. Good, saying that any intention to sell off should be flagged. Yeah, guys. Yeah, it should. Yeah, FTX, you stole everybody's funds, and now you want to rug everybody. Yeah, maybe we should just put all those people in jail. I think that's what we should do. We should just put all the FTX people involved. Just put them in jail. We should take all their assets, and we should distribute them to the people who have been harmed. That's my opinion. Vote for Tom Crown, president of the world, of the blockchain, Yeah, president of the blockchain. In compromise, FTX agreed to keep the U.S. trustee in the loop. That's not a compromise. That doesn't protect investors. Where is the SEC? Where is the SEC? Could they protect us for once, please? FTX is hoping that it is enough to placate opponents, certainly not me, with Judge John Dorsey set to consider the proposal at the hearing later this week. Earlier, FTX reveals 1.16 billion in SOL and 560 million in Bitcoin. So 560 million Bitcoin, that's peanuts. I mean, it's not peanuts, but it's peanuts. 1.1 billion in SOL. So what they really mean is they have like tree fitty worth of SOL, because once they dump that, SOL goes to zero. That's my opinion. Warning, disclosure, not financial advice. The SOL, I don't know how well it will weather that. Certainly will make quite a buying opportunity, perhaps, if you believe in SOL after they capitulate. The 160 million in Bitcoin, that's what I wanted to address. So this is what is interesting to me, and this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. So it's scary, right? We've already had forced liquidations all through the end of 22. To hear them coming back, especially right now, is absolutely intimidating. Here's the thing, though. FTX, Almedia, that whole, let's call it what it is, the whole fraudster group, right? The hucksters. All of them. While everything happened, and while it was all cascading and liquidating and falling apart, we learned that they were not buying Bitcoin. So their customers would come in, buy Bitcoin. They weren't buying Bitcoin for them. Yeah, it's wild. They weren't acquiring the asset. And instead, they were like pumping SOL or some kind of gibberish. It's interesting to me that they say they have 560 million in Bitcoin, though they've led us to believe they didn't really have any. There was no advantage to like admitting that either. It wasn't like crafty. I don't really believe they have those reserves. I don't. Throughout the whole bull market, they were not buying Bitcoin for their customers. They weren't getting the assets. They were basically just like using market tricks to like get around it, probably buying it only when people were like trying to cash out or whatever. And that was really problematic. I don't think this is going to be a huge event. The reason I say this, I don't like that they're trying to do it privately. That's obviously sketchy and not good for anyone except for their pockets, right? But I don't think this will be a huge factor, right? I know a lot of people are worried about it, and it's the timing. The timing right now is so brutal. We don't want extra sell pressure right now. We don't need it. But I don't think it will. Let's roll back a few months to Celsius, to BlockFi, to all these other things that were insolvent and went out of business and screwed everyone over. They liquidated their assets. Remember when Celsius got permission to liquidate all their assets into Bitcoin and Ethereum? You remember that? I remember that. Pepperidge Farm remembers that. Nothing happened. Literally nothing happened. I heard that and I was like, shit, dominance is going to rise. We're going to see a bunch of altcoins kind of just get wrecked. Ethereum, Bitcoin likely to have a positive impact as all these assets consolidate into it. Nothing happened. Nothing at all. Market barely even noticed. That's kind of my prediction for this. 540 million in Bitcoin. I'm skeptical that they have it at all. That is a significant amount if it's done in like $100 million batches with the aid of an exchange like Kraken or Coinbase, which they absolutely will have to do. These guys aren't like logging into Binance and like market selling. This is not that. I think that the market impact will be minimal. Absolutely. Nothing burger for FTX. Yes, Jonah. That's what I'm getting at. Hopefully I've like calmed you a little bit. I'm not trying to calm you because that's kind of manipulative. I am giving the panicking side of your brain some rationale to maybe latch onto and find some safety in. That is the most value I can give you. We do that all the time here. Let's look at it from both sides. It's certainly, let's do this too. It's certainly not bullish. I can see that. It's not a bullish thing at all by any measure. But it's not the end of the world. If you look at the total Bitcoin trading volume daily, 500 million is a significant percent, but it's not like all of it. It's like, I don't know, a few hours of trading cross exchange is what it is. Hopefully that's helped you a little bit. Hopefully. No dump. I mean, okay, so loading name asking the valuable questions here. No dump. That does, of course, not mean that Bitcoin can't dump. Of course. Of course Bitcoin can dump. But if it dumps, here's what I think. I don't think it's related. I don't think it's related. Maybe I can even do another calming exercise. Bitcoin order book liquidity aggregator. Let's look at a liquidity aggregator if I can find one that works. I've tried this before and they don't always work. Request demo? I don't think so, company. I won't even say your name. What I'm looking for is like liquidity depth. And essentially what I'm looking for is how much price change for Bitcoin right now is $550 million in the order books. And remind you, visible liquidity is not the only liquidity that exists. And we'll only be able to see the visible liquidity. So it'll give us a good measurement of like what would happen if it was all market dumped across all exchanges at once, of course. Can't find it. Does anybody know a good one? I know there used to be. It just like didn't work. The real answer, without even looking at it, is probably a few percents. Probably a few percents. It's not a good thing, but I don't think it's the end of the world. If Bitcoin is going to dump, if it's going to break down under June's low, if it's going to go below 24,750, if it's going to go down to 23,400, it's going to do that anyway. It's going to do that with or without FTX. If it's going to happen. I don't think it's a factor. What's up, Honda Man? What's up? Honda Man says, even MEXC offers OTC trades for VIP customers. I'll tell you this right now, as I don't think I'm an industry insider, but as an industry person, any exchange virtually, I would say stick to the US ones that are, all regulated and stuff. But virtually every exchange will help you do this. An exchange does not want a customer to come in with $1 million or $100 million of Bitcoin or even $1 million of Bitcoin and just market sell it. Exchanges don't want that. They will help you. And by help you, essentially, I don't know the ins and outs. I just know that I've heard of people, retail doing it, and I've heard of bigger companies and things doing it. They essentially just kind of plug that into their algorithms, or their market makers plug that into their algorithms, and they just disperse it through the volatility. And it has very minimal impact when done this way. It isn't, they don't want you to do that. Nobody wants you to do that. I mean, someone does, but almost no one wants you to do that. They will help you. And something like FTX with 500 million, there's no way in hell they could liquidate that without the help of an exchange, period. Unless they could OTC buy it, they just find a buyer, which is maybe unlikely unless MicroStrategy finds $560 million. But yeah. Nate, if you're a Solana holder and worried, BingX has... So BingX, I want to say both of our partners have leverage on Sol. And, I wouldn't necessarily encourage it because I don't like encouraging people to take like trades based on whatever. Let me see. Hold up. Let me see. Sol. Yeah, Fairdesk. There you go. Fairdesk has Solana. It has Solana. You can short it on Fairdesk. No KYC. And you can use my link, help the stream out. Let me pull it up. There you go. Solana, right there. Fairdesk has it. Up to 25x. Sign up. Use my link. Done. I'm sure Femex has it too. I don't have Femex pulled up. But they're both great. They're both great. But yeah, that's true. Like, I don't want to encourage you guys to take a leverage position because people out there who don't know what leverage is are going to like listen and be like, oh, Tom said to go short. No, don't do that. Don't get wrecked. But if you are worried, Nate has a point. That is, I would say that's like what shorting in crypto is for. It doesn't feel good to short an asset you believe in, but what you're doing is you're de-risking, especially if you're overexposed. Instead of just selling at a low spot, maybe you can open a position. You identify a level where you say, well, Solana, if it goes above here, probably don't need to short it anymore. But shorting while you hold spot is a very advantaged position, especially in crypto trading, when done correctly. Keyword done correctly. Solana's not tradable on Robinhood. Does anyone even use Robinhood anymore? Like, I can say like in crypto, like nobody does. No one really ever, very few ever did, just retail in 21. But like, just overall, after what Robinhood's done to retail, why would you ever use it? I have a big gripe with them. Whatever. What's up, Tom? Great name. The crash in Bitcoin will be brutal and coming before October 16th in caps. Interesting. Why so, Tom? Enlighten us. Kyle, thank you for the little testament. Kyle, I signed up for Fairdesk with your link. It's been good so far. It is. I don't partner with shadesters. I don't partner with, you shouldn't just trust me, as I always say. But if I accept a sponsorship, if I accept money from an exchange, I'm going to do my homework. That doesn't guarantee there's no risk. There's always risk. But I'm not just like, okay, sure. I get emails every day from Bitpanda Hot Exchange Wallet Exchange.com or something, like every day. And I would never take money from them. Like, never. I only deal with the premium, the cream of the crop. What is Robinhood exactly? Short Hood, what's up, salty dog? Why Robinhood? This ain't GME. Yeah, F Robinhood, dude. I hate Robinhood. I hate him. Tom's legit. Thank you, man. Thank you. You love Kraken? Kraken's good too. I use Kraken personally as like my business bank account. Shh, don't tell anyone. The coming crash. Dang, Tom, the prophet, actually has more for us here. The coming crash will make March. Crash look like a small dip. Tom, enlighten us, dude. What is it? What's happening before October 16th that will make March 2020 look like a baby crash? You can't just drop that and then not follow up. You can't. What's up, Ninja Glock? I almost missed you in loading name. I think I shouted you up. What's up, Art? I believe they said guns sell over a period. Yeah. Well, they don't want the market crash. They don't want it to crash either. That's the thing, is nobody wants giant spot dumps. Nobody. Exchanges, the person doing it. Why? Because you get wrecked. There's not enough liquidity. You don't get to sell at market price and you end up dragging the market down, selling way, way lower. It is, it's not good. It's not a good thing. Nobody wants that. Richiani says BingX Forex also on VPN with USDT. BingX used to be our sponsor. I still think they're a great exchange. I still use them for some stuff. I don't know if tomcrown.io/BingX works still. I'm not sure. But if you do sign up for BingX, use my link. That's right. Devin shorts Bitcoin all the time while holding spot. Exactly. It's the king's place to be. Again, though, please do not just think that means whatever and not know what you're doing and open a short. You'll lose money. What's up, Peace No War, JNX? Galaxy will be the liquidator. They're not clueless. Yeah, Galaxy is legit as AF. Stacking some sats, Nate. Let me see. Did Tom follow up? He can't just drop a bomb like that and not follow up, son. Did I miss it? Nah, kind of seems like he left. Kind of seems like he's not gonna follow up. Just a doomer. A doomer. Josh, Tommy, you're the man. Bitcoin reaches 250K. Xanax wants to sponsor you. I'm in, Josh. I'm in. Even though I gotta stay away from those, but I'm in. What do you trade leverage on, J. Cola? Well, when I live stream trades, which we're not really doing today because, I don't know, that's a Friday thing. But when we do, and we do often here, and I show you guys my wins, my losses. We do it on Fair Desk mostly. You don't need a VPN to log in. No KYC. That's also true with Femex as well. Probably should do some live trades on there. I just did. Yeah, get into it later. Coinbase banned you. Why? Honestly, I've heard of that, but Coinbase usually it's because you're doing something shady or sending somewhere they don't like. What's up, V-Charts? Tala Rafik, Jay Sarano. You don't know what's happening. You're just DCAing. That you're a king. You're a king. Absolutely. BingX on that last real hard drop went to what? Did it? It went to 5,000? Are you serious? Yeah, like BingX sponsored us for, I don't know, 6 months or so. Like, yeah, they were good. It was respectable. I didn't have any complaints. But when our time came up, the market was very different than when we started, and they were like, yeah, we're reevaluating. And I said, hey, buddy, it ain't not a thing. Don't you worry. It ain't a thing. Don't you worry. Let's see. Not on their perps, but you know what? I will say this. That's Bitcoin Cash. Huh. I don't see it. It's not on TradingView. So I was going to say, I don't see it here, but exchanges are known, and I will say it is shady. It's not It's not like the highest tier of shady, but it's shady. Exchanges will go back and edit their data so that you don't see that. And I think it's shady because it's hiding that you kind of drop the ball in liquidity. And I don't think it's honest to do to your customers. But out of the entirety realm of shade, it's like the lightest. Like almost everyone does it. I've seen almost every exchange do it. Almost. You'll find it. I mean, I don't think it's illegal or anything. I don't think it's illegal. I think it's just, in my opinion, dishonest. In my opinion. Bitcoin doing nothing. Let the FFF play. What is the FFF? It's not on TradingView. On BingX, on their actual site? Is it on their actual site? See, that would be weird to me if it's on their actual site. Like on their charts, but then not on TradingView. Because then I don't know what that is. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. I'm curious. Because I have a whole rant I can tell you about wicks and stuff. Nah, it's not there. Was it spot? This is like the last amount of time. Okay, couldn't find it. I believe you. I've seen that happen before. Without it, I'm not able to rant quite the same, but I will tell you that when that happens, that is real. That wick is real if you have limit orders set. They filled. If you had leveraged positions, they either liquidated or they're in a ton of profit. But that's real. They go back and change it because it's shady, but it is real. They are reality. That's always the question people ask is like, was that a real way? Is that actually happened? Does that matter? Yes. That's a reason that limit orders are so strong. A limit order, by definition, has to fill if price passes it. If it doesn't, get off that exchange. There's something very wrong then. They're not functioning correctly as an exchange. But I've never heard of that happen on any exchange, actually. Like, never heard of it. But if it ever happened, that'd be a really bad sign. But limit orders are powerful because, especially on a liquid exchanges like Kraken, used to have that problem a lot. And you could like literally bottom fish on Kraken by just placing really low orders and letting them sit for long periods of time. And like, if you set enough, if you cast that net wide enough, you ended up catching some crazy deals. Absolutely. We have 400 votes in the poll. 48% of us think the dump is over. 52% say no. I like how split we are. Let's get some more votes there. You took a screenshot? J. Cola. Sure. Don't throw it in the Discord. Discord.gg/TomCrown. Jump in there. Dump it in there. Happens all the time on KuCoin. Yep. Team Neutral Gaming. Exactly. It's just, that's the value of liquidity. If the exchange is really good, and when I say really good, it's like most of the time they do this, but if the exchange is good and they have that event happen, a lot of the time, they might not do it automatically. If they're really good, they will. But if you reach out to them and say, hey, that was some bullshit. You liquidated me at $5,000 for Bitcoin when it didn't trade at that value anywhere else. A lot of the time, if they're a good exchange, they'll reverse it and they'll eat the loss. I've had that happen to me on my like business accounts, which you'd say, yeah, you're Tom Crown, maybe get a little special treatment. But I've had that happen on non-business accounts where they don't know where I am either, or who I am either. So it's not just that. It's not just that. But that I definitely would. If I got liquidated on that, the worst case is they don't. You have nothing to lose. Randy Greer looking at INJ. What's going on with INJ? But why is it on mine and not on yours? I do not know, J. Cola. It's, like I said, it's a little shady. I'm in your world, just passing through, or it's your world. What's up, brah? Digital Dave Digital. Be careful. Maybe revealing more than you're ready for. What are you talking about? I don't really know. Garib, show me your P&L. Show me your P&L. What's up, Ryan Oligny? Robert Neitz. Show me your P&L. You want to see my my gnarly losses right now? Here you go, buddy. These are trades we took live. We took them live and at the discretion and choice of the viewers. I goofed up. It was a learning lesson. We were net long, and so I kept opening, or net, I don't know. We were net something, but I had positions closed, and I forgot to reset stop losses, and so I'm just stuck in the murky, in the murk. If you want to see some more, actually, we're significantly better off This is our my other account. This is the non-live trading ones. This was down $1,700. This was up like 4. Actually, we recovered really well here. All in all, I have maybe 3, 4, maybe like 60,000 in leverage open at the moment across longs and shorts. There you go. There you go. Peace, no war. At least Crown shows us straight up realistic. All the other... Yeah, dude. Isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy? I almost guarantee you I'm a better trader, and I never brag about my trading skills because I'm very humble. I'm not the best. I think I'm all right. I guarantee you I am a better trader than almost everyone you've met who has never shown you a loss, who has only ever shown you wins. Oh, I guarantee it. They're eating those losses. They're just not showing you. And I could do that here. I could just show you wins, and I could manipulate it, and I could, trust me, I know many a way I can manipulate my P&L book on one site where I can make it look like I'm the best trader in the world, but on another account, I'm just eating losses. And I could tell everyone I'm the best trader. But what value is that? What value do you get from that as a viewer? The answer is none. You get an unrealistic expectation of trading, which leads you to losses. You get an unrealistic expectation of winning that teaches you not how to trade. You don't know how to trade. You just expect to win every time. That mindset alone, you're already not going to be successful. If you think you can win every trade in like, especially with leverage. With spot, you can always just hold on to a losing position, and technically it's not a loss then, right? It's just down. It's not a loss till you sell it. But if you guys want that content, tune into whoever. I'm sure there's 10 other people on right now telling you they never lose trades. It's possible. It's possible, meaning maybe they only ever traded once and they won the trade, right? It's not possible long term. The greatest trader in the world loses, I'd say. I mean, it depends on the risk to reward they take on trades, but like, greatest traders in the world lose more than 25%, let's say. I don't know. Just made that up. Lazarus hand kick drum. My P&L is 1. That's right, baby. Rory, how you doing? That's a huge P&L. Giggity. That's what she said. Show him the door. Nah, we don't. I don't know. Just, there's no need to spam. You don't have to like ban him or anything. I was kind of curious to see what he would say after I showed it. You timed him out. That's fair. Tom, can I check out what would be a good entry for INJ? All right. So there's 2 people looking at INJ. Interesting. I didn't even look at all the other stuff I wanted to look at today. I'll pull up INJ here, but really quick, something more significant than INJ, whatever it's doing. Benjamin Cohen's having a steak dinner and a glass of whiskey somewhere as Bitcoin dominance did break. We looked at it in the last stream and I said, this is looking good, but we don't have a higher high. It's not exciting for me yet. We did get a higher high yesterday on the rally, and I'm going to say, honestly, I don't like this. As much as I love the thought of the crypto realm, like, you know, healing itself, washing out the garbage, Bitcoin standing as like the bastion of defense, I don't love this because essentially we've talked about this for months, so I'm not going to go into it. Bitcoin dominance rallying higher, breaking past its high. This is what we see, or at least in our very limited history, is what happens in bear markets. So moving up, likely suggesting the bear market has more juice. If we were to see a sell-off breaking down underneath our previous 2-year range high, 2 years in this range, under 48.9, if it breaks back down, falls into maybe the high 40s, we may see a bull market again sooner than we would expect. And of course, it can go up and we could be in a bull market or go down and be in bear market. Of course, anything's possible. But in the limited history we have of crypto and Bitcoin dominance, that's how it tracks. Bitcoin dominance moves up when risk appetites are suppressed, aka during a bear market. Bitcoin dominance goes down as market participants are looking for bigger reward, bigger gain in a bull market where people are euphoric and greedy. And we are back up. We have a higher high. This diverges from just the Bitcoin price action. We have a higher high. We don't have that on Bitcoin. 250%, and that's looking pretty good. Don't love it. Fingers crossed that it gets sold off. All right, INJ for you. Son of a B. I have so many charts I can't keep track of them all. Dude, INJ is not doing anything. We have had this trade. I placed this trade, what, April of 23. Using about $7 as support, $12.80 as my target. We rejected from $9.70 and we're right back down. So where would an entry be? Of course, not financial advice, guys. But this is the same trade. Same trade. Your stop loss is going to be up to you. We did place this kind of like tighter one. But $7 is kind of where I was looking. Maybe you can get a little lower if you bottom fish. Maybe you can nab like a $6. I don't know. But this is basically how I would play it. This is how we originally looked at it. I don't think it's really changed here. The daily, it looks like absolute garbage on INJ, but whatever. Weekly looks actually much better. I think that's the play, not financial advice. Know your risks. And if you're going to trade it, sign up. Use my links. Yes. There we go, INJ in a nutshell. Ooh, I missed some subscribers. It was a while ago. My bad, guys. Nameless 8006. If you're still here, you're awesome. I guess my alert box isn't working at all. That's okay. Leandro Silva, there we go. Leandro Silva and D2LSE. 3 of the chattiest chads ever to Chad, guys. If you're here and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, join the Discord. You'll get free Bitcoin just by joining every live stream I airdrop it to you guys. We have thousands of crypto traders with thousands of years of experience trading, talking 24/7 in our Discord. Join our community. Do it. Do it and you're invited to my birthday party. That's right. I know. It's pretty big. Let me see some new names. Let me just go through the list again. I see Art Bathwater Basin showed up. What's up, man? Bert M. Andrew, Chocolate Wee, Kryptonium. You always tune in midway through. I love it. Dave Digital, DJ Simply Nice, Garib. What do you have to say about my P&L? I need my COD. How you doing? J Elements, Lazarus Hand, M. Suman, John Doe, Muhammad Bilal. I got you earlier. Nate, Once a Wild Pony, Richiani River, and then everyone else is the usual suspects. Blood's in the streets. Thousands of years, Sumer. Thousands. It sounds not right, but I mean, thousands of hours will be watched like of this stream. It's when you have so many people in a group collectively doing something, it adds up really fast. Like this channel has like, I think hundreds of years of watch time or something. Like ancients. Can we look at Rune loading name for you, buddy? Yeah, we could do that for Rune or for you, bud. Wait, let me do this quick. Cass, I meant to look at this earlier. Cass, I was yelling about not being able to short this. Looks like I'm glad I didn't. Cass reaching higher today up to 49 cents. However, still below its 51 cent all-time high, as we said in the beginning of the episode. 51.52. It's not looking bad. Cass actually looks like it has a setup. If it does break 51.9, it does have a setup that looks like it could keep going. RSI now into overbought, which is a good thing, counterintuitively. The reason I say it could look like it keeps going is RSI is already pretty high, and you're approaching your all-time high. You make a move to, let's say, 55 cents. You want to see that RSI move higher, get rid of any bearish divergence on the day. You want to see it keep going. So let's do a little moon math really quick, then we'll get to Rune. Using just our Fibonacci extension and retracement of this local move, all of this, mind you guys, if you're not familiar with RTA, all of this using this tool is on the basis of you break your high. So we break the all-time high. Where do we look? We've never traded there, so there's no logical horizontals to identify. What can we use? We can use our Fibonacci extensions, and we can use psychological numbers. Those are really our only tools when in price discovery to the upside or downside, period. 1618, our typical upside target. Just under 7 cents. Our measured move to extension, 8.3. And if we look a little farther back to our larger retracement earlier in this year from 4.2 cents to 1.1, our 1618 is about 9.5. 9.5. Just under 10. Maybe 10's the money if it gets there. So what can we do with these? We can say if 52 cents breaks, these are logical places that we may look to take profit. Doesn't mean that has to be the end of the run and it goes to zero, but on the way up, other market participants are likely looking at these same zones and also likely taking profit there. And so what we do tend to see is when we get these breakouts, reversals, whether they're short-term or long-term, we do tend to see reversals in prices at these levels. So they make for really great leverage trading, profit-taking positions. There we go. 7 cents would be my first upside target if 52 breaks. Done with CAS. There's your update. Rune. We looked at Rune not too long ago, and it doesn't seem to be doing too bad. Did reject from resistance at 179, let's say. Came back to test 143. Held as support so far. I was looking for the deeper retracement back to $1. That still may be on the table. Let's look into this chart a little deeper. A little deeper. A little bearish divergence on that high. A little bearish. Not a lot there on the week. Zooming in. It doesn't look too bad, does it? That looks like a pretty clean flag. I don't really trust flags, but it looks like a pretty clean flag. Daily. Daily's a little heavy. It's a little heavy. I'm not gonna lie. No divergence there on your MACD. No real divergence on the bullish nor bearish side here. A little bit of bullish divergence on your daily with this lower low on our side, but a higher low in price. You know what? Let's throw on our 50 and 200 moving averages. What do those look like? Oh, those are Hall moving averages. We don't want no Hall moving averages. Where? Multiple MA. Here we are. Here we are, sir. 50. We'll keep these in here. Ooh. That's some spice. So interesting here. Bitcoin just performed the death cross yesterday. The 50 and 200 moving averages crossing bearishly. However, Rune here, completely different take. Rune just had a golden cross. September 7th. It has not hit a lower low. We did see an immediate retracement, which typically we see in crypto for whatever reason on a golden cross. You see an immediate retracement, hit a higher low with a little bullish divergence on that low. This chart's not... This is one of the better charts, maybe. This is maybe one of the better charts. If you saw this, would you be betting down? I think you would. I would. If I saw this, I'd bet down here. That chart's inverted, so that means I might bet up. I don't know. Let me see if I can figure out a little trade Rune to place up here. Remember, these are all just theoretical. Sometimes I take them, sometimes I don't. A lot of the time, they're just for learning. So let's make this a little tighter. That's what she said. A little tighter. A little tighter. Came down, you filled the fair value gap. You didn't fill this one. Okay. Okay. Maybe like this. 145, maybe 150 for the impatient. Looking at a stop just below maybe your late August swing low at $1.36. And then where could you target? Let's see. Hey, Professor Beans, how you doing? You come to help me work? Thank you. Thank you, darling. You know what? That's a 3-to-1. Back to just like 178. You might even be able to go higher. You could look to retest 2. I think that's getting a little more greedy. And I don't hate this, actually. This could even be done to $3. Now, I'm not saying it's going to $3 necessarily. I think the rest of the market would have to see a swing to the upside, especially Bitcoin. However, breaking $2 using our fib right there, our measured move right at $3. I like that. I like that a lot. This would not be a leverage position, probably. But with that higher take profit, we, of course, can be a little more lenient. In fact, looks like we can get a 3-to-1 all the way down here. I wouldn't play it that way. Probably looking to stop under the 200-day right there at $1.26. Likely bail out of a position there. 36. I give it a little more leeway. There we go. I can see something like that. I think that's the greedier side, though. This was the original. Something like that. There you are. There's Rune. There's Rune, baby. Bitcoin has not moved at all in this stream. It has, however, moved towards our target or our projection here. Pretty steadily, actually. Pretty steady. Pretty steady. John Doe, Mr. Tom, Mr. Tom, Mr. Tom. What does price action pick up? Typically, anticipation of the Bitcoin halving. It's a good question. The halvings are almost always in May. April. We've seen a sell-off before the halvings pretty routinely. Maybe that won't happen this year, maybe it will. Or next year, maybe it will. It's a good question. You're going to unsubscribe in 5 minutes if your demands are not met. Yep, see you, bud. You had a good run, Rame. You had a good run. You're always welcome back, though. Kang, looking at ADA. Have I seen UNFI, says Lee Grant. We looked at it recently. ADA, honestly, has just been looking like crap. I forget what UNFI was. We looked at it, like, I think last week. Earlier this week. Our longs didn't fill. That's not looking bad. That looks more like in the Rune category here. You had a rally to resistance. You fell back, holding like a support level there. 766. I was aiming lower. I'd still feel comfortable at like 612, maybe even better at 5. Your weekly money flow just rolled to positive. That's spicy. Bearish divergence on the week, though. A lot of confliction. Daily looks pretty good, actually. I could see UNFI moving back to $10 before it figures out what else it's gonna do. I can see that. Currently at 880. It's like a 15% gain, maybe. 15, 14.6, yeah. Might even be able to snipe it lower, but that's probably what I'm looking for. This looks pretty clean. I love that. Just $10 psychological. Just like clockwork. Wow. This happened again. This happened last live stream. It was like a good temperature when I started streaming, and then by the time we got to the end, dude, it's heat. I think the temperature's gone up 10 degrees in this room since I started. I'm like feeling the sweat coming. ADA, you look like shite. Sorry, buddy. Potentially have some bullish divergence on your low. However, all of these supports are now resistances above you, and you do see, actually earlier this month, price fell below at 26 cents, came back to it, fell lower, broke its low. Now you do have divergence there, but that's a sketchy position, my friend. Money flow very slowly on the weekly, rolling over. Maybe have some divergence there too. I'm just not comfortable getting bullish on ADA yet. I'm just not. I don't like the chart. I don't like the chart yet. It had a really good 31-cent support that we were all about. We were nailing it, hitting 31, closing at 40, hitting 31, closing at 40, and then just fell out the channel. And it has really struggled since then. It's really struggled since then. Don't love it. Don't love what I'm seeing. Do not love it. What's up, Dias Flupoo? What's the Flupoo? What's up, Bahandari Dewarkish? Can I look at Rune? We already looked at Rune. You can go back. DVR is enabled. EJ, can you reaffirm that I'm wrecked with TEL right now, lol? Oh, I don't know, man. Pull up TEL. If you subscribe, I'll pull up TEL. You do that. You do that for me, and I'll pull it up. Just ignore that I already pulled it up. I have not looked at this chart in some time. Let's get rid of these old shitty longs that got wrecked. Rejected from the 100. You fell into oblivion. I don't know. Are you long? Or short? Because you're right here. Right here. Meet that 20. 7% downside, 44% upside. I can see that. I don't know. You're right here at this weekly order block. All the way back here. 21. January 21. Right before you took off. Kind of skipped all the back test. But you're right there at that order block. And you tested it perfectly this week. I think any position taken here on TEL is going to have a very tight stop loss. Ooh, it doesn't look the best. It's a little knifey. You do have divergence on your low. Your lows are coming up on RSI. They're going down in price. You're at that order block. I mean, here's as good I think this is as good point as any to just if you're YOLOing. I don't think I would take this trade, but if you're YOLOing, I think 0.00095, your stop maybe 5 to 7% lower. Looking for retracement just back to your weekly previous resistance. That also lines up with your 618 retracement at like 0.013. That's a 6 to 1. 7% downside to 44% upside. I don't know. If you're short, maybe wrecked. I don't know. If it loses this order block, I mean, you got like a little bit here from the bottom of the order block, 0.00075, and then good luck. But there you go. I don't know if you're wrecked. You tell me. You tell me, Chatterson. Has anyone out there not subscribed yet? Please do it. Please do it. We have not had one. It's a bear market for subscribers, though we have 390 viewers and above 300 likes. That's some good numbers. 310 likes. Could we get 420? Are there 110 people in here who haven't liked? I would bet there is. I bet there is. Let's close this poll. 500 votes. Nice. EJ subbed, and I bought near the bottom. Just curious because it looks like it wants to rug. This market's just like rugging. It's just in a ruggy market right now. Ruggy market. Let me see. What's up, Seth Anon? Dropping into like a Tom? Or to drop a like. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. What's up, Rain T? Did you unsubscribe yet? Your demands might have been met. I don't know what they were. What's up, Chris Pax? Swing trading Solana, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what you're swing trading, though. Like, Solana, someone was like, Solana's dumping, or Solana's pumping, or whatever, dude. It's not doing anything. It's like in a few percent range here for a few days. I mean, I guess you could chop that. I still think it's going to resolve to a lower high upside, but it's hard to be bullish on Solana right now. 114 likes away. That's right, Daniel. Bye. See you when you come back. That's right, Dave. Black sales. The day Elon sold, dump confirmed. We're going down. When did Elon dump sell? Going down. Thank you, buddy, for the Rune setup. Remember, not financial advice. That's just my honest take. That's honestly how I might approach it. Gun to my head. I have to do it. That's probably how I do it. What's up, Element? Would you recommend people look for solid candidates for day trading in altcoins? How would you recommend people look for solid candidates for day trading altcoins? Honestly, I wouldn't recommend day trading altcoins, man. Especially not with leverage. It's a liquid shit. It's a liquid shit controlled by, like, almost all of them. The supply is just controlled by a central entity that is just going to dump on you. I wouldn't recommend it. If you're going to day trade, you got to stick to, like, Bitcoin, maybe Ethereum if you're feeling risky. What's up, Sean Beringer? Would I look G-Fall? I don't know, Sean. Have you subscribed? Because I've never heard of that. Never heard of that. If you subscribe, maybe I'll take a peek at it. Lee Grant, shot bro. You may not be the best self-admitted trader, but you're definitely one of the coolest YouTubers out there. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. That is my dual mandate. I also am trying to just bring, I don't know, when I started, it was all like nerdy people streaming. Like kind of, not, I don't want to say nerdy, but you know what I mean. Crypto people, we're all nerdy. But I wanted to just bring a little more normalcy to it, right? I'm a nerd. I play mad video games. I like nerdy stuff. But, I don't know. I think I'm just like kind of a normal person. That's what I wanted to bring. Raim T, you're bluffing. Haha. Can you check out Zcash? Yeah, buddy. Only because you said you were bluffing. And only because I haven't looked at Zcash in like 2 years. 88 does not look good at all. No, it does not. It does not. But mind you guys, I always say this. This doesn't mean go long, but I always say this. Crypto charts, when they look the worst, when every time frame looks, well, it also goes for the upside, but like when every time frame is bearish or every time frame is bullish, it almost always goes the other way. Like things always look the worst at the bottom and they always look the best at the top. And there's almost no exception to that. It's pretty spicy. Zach, let's get the oldest. It's probably like Bittrex has the oldest. Oh yeah, Bittrex went out of business. Son of a bitch. I did send TradingView the request to have a sort by longest data or longest history. They were a little confused, but I think they'll figure it out. They still have it, but it can't still be trading. Here, that's one of those wicks we were talking about. Except Bittrex gives no Fs. They don't get rid of it. ZEC went to 0 August of 21. We're not going to use this chart, though, because it's too sloppy. It's too illiquid. We're going to use Binance. Nah, I guess we're not going to use Binance either. I want that little tail we saw in the beginning. Where was that from? I want this high tail over here. There we go. Whatever exchange this is, I do not know. Okay. Zek really, really, really feels me in my Litecoin family. It feels me. Whew. 17 bucks, January of 2020. We've got about $21. Wow, really close to its all-time low. 150, 500, okay. Just kind of just piece this back together. I mean, let's say this, Zek, it's a discount. It's on discount, man. I got a bunch of Zek somewhere. I love my crapper coins, man. Nothing wrong with Zek. At least to my knowledge. It's like, I think it had no pre-mine. I think it's been a fair launch, maybe. Holy schmolies. Holy schmoly, look at that descending freaking channel. This is monthly, guys. This is not like an hourly chart. This is a monthly chart. Wow. Wow. We'll tighten that up as we get lower. Not a lot of resistance made in these descending channels, though. That's the good news. When it does break up, it can pop. I like this kind of flattening going on here. It is a descending channel, but I like how it's kind of losing its like downside momentum, at least. That's kind of how I view it there. Let's put the channel here. Doesn't really matter. Just showing you the pattern. Typically with descending channels, we look for them to resolve to the upside. Maybe $17 is like its all-time low. Although right here we do have a higher low, and we can see kind of... I guess we had one here as well. Trading view, man, you're struggling still. No real divergence to be found on the week. I'm going to go to the day, and then we'll probably move on here in a minute. No real divergence there either. But you are in a descending channel. You don't have real resistance above you, I'd say, until like 84. Back here, this is going to be your big boss resistance. You do have this descending channel, and I think it's a knife right now as to where that will end. $17 is a logical spot. However, you are like slightly above that. Could get the pop here. Whenever it's done doing this, which is very hard to determine, you're gonna look for a break to the upside to that 84, at least in my opinion. Don't have much else on this. Like, this is just very tightly descending. It's on your 0.5 retrace. Yeah, not bad. Wow, that's some old stuff. There we go. Zek's done. I can't do any more to it. What's up, FLP Project, CPI? What's up, 10 pence, Lee? Rain T. Subscribe, but no pop-up? I'm sorry, Loud May. Shout out to Loud May. Didn't pop up. Shout out to Michael. Shout out to Tyler Nair. And shout out to anyone else. If you subscribed today and it didn't pop up, let me know. What's up, Logan C? In all caps. Logan. What's up, Ellie? Crypto Crabman. Terpene Hunter. Guys, make sure you're smashing those likes and subscribes. Join us. Jump in the Discord. You got a S load of coins loaded up. Me too, man. My bags are packed. I'm ready. Sand, please, says Muhammad. Basically, Tom wants to search by charts by how many years. Yes, that's exactly a digital. I want to be able to identify what chart is going to have the most historical data in a way that isn't just opening them and closing them one at a time and trying to remember. You've been subscribed for a while, Sean? All right. All right, buddy. All right. Garib, you are the best trader in the world. Thank you, Garib. Garib earlier was demanded to see my P&L, and I showed it to him, and it was not impressive, and he said I'm the best trader in the world. Thank you. What's up, Clicker 101? T-Mick. Time value of Bitcoin. Invest and hunker down. Amen. That's how I did it. Christian Dion. Short-term bearish? Yeah, probably. Probably. River. How about Next Zera? I don't know. I've never heard of it. You're here all the time, though. I could probably look at it for you. What's up, Gold Dragon? What up, guys? It is Wednesday, my dudes. Am I trading right now? Nah, not really. Nah. I have trades open, Secco, but nah. Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise Carown. Who's OG enough to remember that? Who's OG enough to remember Tom Cruise Carown? Those were the good old days back in 21. Load May and Loading Name. You guys are brothers, aren't you? XRP, USD. I didn't even look at it. XRP has not moved. XRP is, like, I want to look at it because we've been getting a lot of views from having it. But XRP has just not moved. It hasn't broken its low. And It's not interesting yet. It's going to bottom out somewhere. Just got to figure out where the hell it's going to go. 46 cents. Got a little like chair set up here. A little chair to sit in. Got a little pillow on the chair. A little fancy chair, like your back. There you go. I think XRP will hold 43 cents unless there's some kind of black swan. Did Tom ever follow up on the black swan that he was so confident about before October 16th? If there's like a black swan, maybe you break that low, but you retrace the whole euphoria pump, and now you're stair-stepping down. I mean, I think you break back up. I'm still in that mindset that we're looking for like 55 cents again at some point. There's your XRPzels. God, Bitcoin's always boring when we stream, but this is like another level right now. Rave Song Records, what up? I'm gonna go hear some music tomorrow, my friend. Maybe I'll be Rave Song recording. Tree City West. You subscribe every day. You are an angel. My thoughts on BNB. BNB looks like garbage. It looks like garbage, but if it holds $183, BNB is fine. If it breaks $183, it could fall like 32. I haven't sold my BNB. I did take some profits in 21 on my BNB into Bitcoin. What's up, Derek? 4 Reals. Thoughts on LPT? I don't know what that is. Been a while. What's up, Shano DB? You're not the best, but I learned from you. Yeah. If you can't do, teach, right? That's right. Waiting for the return of Kimono. Me too, man. Tomo. Spice coming. You guys are getting me excited. Yeah, I have like 60 grand in trades open. I'm not really trading right now. They're not active. They're just sitting there. Voxy's token to the moon. Get it, buddy. Get it. It's 2:45. You know, guys. I think you really should join the Discord. You should subscribe. You should sign up with Fairdesk and Femex and start trading on them using my link, no KYC. You get some bonuses, enter to win some prizes. As well as, guys, we will be having the first long-form educational video published, I want to say early next week. I already got the rough draft. And I will even give you guys a little sneaky peeky right now.
This indicator feels like cheating. It automatically displays buy-side and sell-side liquidity on our charts. And all we have to do is wait for price to trade through it and then enter.
Ooh, it's 5 minutes long. It's not a short. It's not just like clickbait short, like, oh, you get a little idea of something, but nothing learned. It's a real long, coming soon. In the meantime, check out the playlist of shorts because they are fire. They are fire. But we have longs coming soon. I'm very excited about that. Hope you guys are too. Make sure you've joined the Discord. I'm going to be dropping Bitcoin to everybody in the Discord right after the live. You know what to do, fam. I don't know if we'll be live Friday. I'm gonna go see some music stuff tomorrow, and I think I'm gonna be a little effed up on Friday morning, but we'll see. If I'm feeling good and something's happening, we'll definitely stream. I'm gonna do my best. You guys know I was sick Monday, and I didn't let it stop me. We'll see. Either way, a week from now, September 20th, FOMC, Chirpow, G9.